get it moving like.
What up, Jonesy?
Hey, what a way to start a day. Go and say hi, she on her life. She told it. Mouth too slick, too slick, too slick. Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Got your midnight tip from me.
Girl, let's keep it nice.
It's Jonesy in the morning.
Jonesy in the morning.
With shade and laughter, shade and laughter me. Na 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 na.
Jonesy in the morning.
This is why I might have to open up Girls with Gats to White House correspondent dinner intruders with Gats, because nobody has aim. Like nobody has aim. It's okay. It's all right. Jonesy is here to what? Save the day. I need my superhero music. Let me get people in here to the House of Jonesy. To the House of Jonesy. First person that can name 5 songs with the word house in it is the winner. Hi, Grayson. Grayson, get ready for Jonesy's juice today, because I got to start getting you more integrated into the system, child. I'm trying to grow you. Pause. Maybe. Hi, sexy. All of you guys come over to YouTube. Every morning, I beg you to come over to YouTube and join in on the fun. We're at Pink Champs the Show. I can't keep doing this. Class is in session. You guys are the stragglers. I come to class without your book bag. Come to class without a late pass. Come to class and need to use the bathroom. Come to class with no pens, no calculators, no loose leaf paper, book bag all jammed up with crumpled up test papers and homeworks and shit. That's what you're classified as. Get your ass over here to YouTube at Pink Champs the Show. You know we can't start without yous. Come on over to my page. All right, here we go. Love is a house, house party, brick house, house is not a home. Okay, keep it going. Hi, Double R. Good morning to you. Dames, break house. House party, bring down the house. Hi, Philly Chica. All right, first I got to do the roll call, because, all right, we're at 100. Record time. Come on. Yay. Come on, guys. Hi, DJ Chase Money. Come on over to Pink Champs. We got 100 people. We're getting ready to start. So let's see who is first today. Big John is first today. All right, Big John. I see you. Happy Monday, my friend. He said, good morning, Black people. Sorry, if you're not Black, your morning could be whatever. According to Big John, that is. Hey, Sherelle, you are number 2, but Big John was here at 750. Sherelle, 751. Elaine, hey, Elaine, 755. And then 756, Elaine. Kiana, 756. Oh, you guys are early risers. Amazon Mom, 759. I was still peeing at that time. Be True to You First. Chop Girl. Emily B. Good morning. Che Bella. Che Bella, you like when I say your name like that? Che Bella. Che Bella representing Far Rock. Right? And I watched the Supreme Team documentary this weekend. Thank you, Giddy. Giddy gonna get it. Giddy got me that fire stick and got me all the way right. I went down an entire rabbit hole. There's a channel that's nothing but documentaries. Not like being in people's business. That's what I get paid to do. Mind everybody's motherfucking business. Except for Megan Thee Stallion. You can keep yours to yourself. We are not your friends. We don't care about every hiccup and breakup in your relationship that goes down. You don't have to publicize it, bitch. We got our own shit going on. And most of our shit is way more important, significant, and interesting than yours. Because we expect you to make bad decisions, but you always have to publicize it. Moving on. How was you guys' weekend? Anything special you want to share with the rest of the class? Miss C is here. Kendra's here. Shop Girl, Garcelle, Live Love Life. Good morning, Al. Good morning, my moderator, Kim. Reginald, Mimi Chase is here. Ms. Tamika and Tamiko Marie. Ms. Kamika and Tamiko are here. Jimbea is here. Big R is here. Uh-oh. What happened to my thing? I got stuck. I'm stuck. Bobby BK, Nikki Hall. Good morning, people. I got stuck and then it skipped. Names. Disco Nika. And I can't get back. Okay, what the hell? All right, wait. That's the ghost of Megan Thee Stallion telling me to watch my damn mouth. Hey, Nas and Moski.
2.2. I'm sorry, you got it straight?
I guess. I probably missed some names. I don't know. I still want 5 songs with the word house in it. Nicole Perry is here. Nikki Blue. Denise Davis. Hello, Denise Davis. Make sure you like when you get in here. Come on and like. And even if you, even if you don't, be fake. Like it anyway. Like the rest of the industry. You want to be a part of the music industry? Come in here and like this. Even if you don't. Hi, Curvaceous. Hi, Ridmine. Mo James. Rhonda Walker. Jodeci. Jodeci is an all-star. Let me tell you why Jodeci is getting it. Jodeci rocked out with me all weekend. All weekend. Down to church on Sunday. Gots to be more careful. Thank you, Jodeci. And Nandy is here. Is Tracy here? And we're going to start the show. Scam call likely. Ulysses. All right, y'all. Come on. Get inside. Sit down. Settle. Antique and Gal. Eric Jenkins, my friend, my brother. Let's get the show started. Let's get the show started. We're going to start from Thursday night. It started Thursday at Comedy in Harlem. Chalet. Now, we didn't have a hefty crowd, but it didn't matter. When I say God be always present and knows what I need, I don't know about the rest of y'all. He gave me exact amount of, I had a random amount of prizes that I bought. And the exact amount of prizes was the exact amount of people that were there. So I was like, who cares who else ain't here? You about to win, maybe more than once, right? Everybody in there walked away with something of value. Some people walked away with the gallon size of Tito's. Some people walked away with a brand new set of whiskey wear. Some people walked away with baseball caps that said expensive and difficult, with Pink Champ blankets. Some people walked away with red glasses. Some people walked away with merch. So the next time we invite you out on a Thursday, you know the weather's breaking. You might want to slide through Comedy in Harlem for our hip hop R&B bingo. And Giddy, let me bring you up for this. I know you have the digitized version for us next month for May. Mm-hmm. But can we give it up for Mel? Because he did his thing. He was on point. I think our first winner was Jodeci. And it happened within like the first, it wasn't no long drawn out, nothing. And everybody had songs, like everybody was like one song away from winning, one artist away from winning. So thank you for communicating and putting that together so seamlessly so that we were able to have a smooth rollout. Because the worst thing is people getting impatient and only got one X on the board. A few people actually won and couldn't identify, I think it was a Glorilla song. And rather than saying, I don't know what that song is, they sat there without it. So when Jodeci was like, Brenda, that's what we say for bingo. You'd know that if you were over here on the YouTube channel, but I digress. They had it, but he called it. So I gave them consolation prizes just because, and a stern warning to speak up and ask questions.
Yeah, next time on the digital version, if you don't know it, you will see it. So you would automatically be able to know, hey, that's the song.
It comes up. It helps you. The digital version helps you. So
I thank Mel for filling in. And I'm glad that means that I'm a damn good app writer.
You are. You are. It was fail proof or fail safe. It was dope. Thank you, Giddy. in Monmouth. Anyway, they tapped me to host their gala. I'm like, okay, all right. So I was like, you got to come on the show and tell people where y'all came from, what y'all about, who y'all stand with, who you stand against, what have y'all done, what you plan to do, and why should we care, right? And then we'll decide if y'all going to come and support me at the gala or not. Grayson, what is going on? Giddy, why you not in the backyard today? We love the birds. Hi, Delana. The MJ movie was great. Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I've been seeing Nia Long doing press. That's the gala. Hey, that's the gala right there that we're talking about. It's on June. It's a Juneteenth gala. I honestly didn't even know that Monmouth County had enough Black people to fill a gala. I only see them at Christmas time at the mall. That's the only time Black people, at least in Manalapan, Marlboro, Freehold area, and nobody speaks to each other. None of the Black people out there speak. Unless y'all work together, sleep together, grew up together, or in an organization together. They do not speak to strangers. Black people in Monmouth County that don't know other Black people are not friendly. Sorry, there it is. I said it. I feel like a lot of people go to that area to hide out or to do a reset in life. There, Howell, Toms River, Asbury, they're down there. If they didn't grow up there and they migrated there, it's typically for a change. You have got a divorce or you need a fresh start and you need some time to get on your feet. So housing is a little less expensive than other parts of Jersey, but the quality of life is still great, grand. Giddy would love it. Farms, horses, quiet, town shut down at 8:30, 9 p.m. Like everyone does the sports on the weekend. Everyone does the four boys ice cream after the games. Everybody has their, you know what I mean? Towns like that. So if you young, single, and Black down there, you either just got out of jail on your way trying to not get caught to go there or coming out of some shit, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on. All right, so Mr. Gade Hornsby will be joining us in a little while, as soon as they get the link. Hi, Nikki B. Hi, Joe Langley. So Thursday, Comedy Harlem, I told you, it was amazing. It was, when I tell you, Giddy, we were officially wrapped up. Everyone had a prize by 10 to 10. We were in and out. So that's the third Thursday of every month, except this month it was the week after. Somebody tried to get a refund for, I believe, probably 3 pieces of merch. And you're probably right. But I had prom this weekend and I couldn't deal with that. So if that is you, just please email me at the Booking Jonesy and explain what happened. And I'll definitely refund. But I just don't want to be refunding and maybe it's sent, the merch sent or whatever. Hi, Tim Brown. So junior prom was Thursday. I'll show you some pics. I should have loaded them up, but I didn't even want to, I didn't even post because I feel like my son's at the age where if he wants shit posted, he know how to post it himself. And I don't want him saying his mom's is in his business. She's in his business. His mom's in his business.
While you're looking for that, can I talk about something? Go. Beautiful picture.
Right? Right? They made a stunning couple. And I have to say, all the kids at this particular pre-prom send-off, exquisite. And I say that because there was another prom, and this was not his school's prom. This was her school's prom, which would have been our local high school, Manalapan High, had we gone there. And everybody at this particular send-off had these $1,000 dresses and were sharp. Everybody. There was another prom. I don't want to say the school, but where it was how do I say it without saying it? He won't kill me because I don't. Anyway, class versus not class. Yeah, that's a close-up. And they had a good time. And then after that, the parents had rented a house, which why did they rent? Why did we rent a house? Che couldn't go because he had football camp the next day. I'm going to show you some highlights of that. But why them kids bust holes in the wall? Why them kids tore that motherfucker house all the way down to the ground? Why the father that was in charge of the whole thing came in the parent chat and was like, it's 20 bags of garbage that I've already picked up. Every sink, every toilet is flooded. This house is a mess. There's holes in the wall. And all the parents are like, oh my God, those kids need to be held accountable.
They're your kids.
Right.
How many kids was in there?
I think 50.
50?
Mm-hmm. So I think there were like 25, maybe 25 rooms or so. It was a big house.
Wow.
Yes. And they allegedly tore the house down. So I'm watching all the parents talk shit about the kids needing better manners and responsibility, and this is coming out of this one's allowance and blah, 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 blah. And why would they leave it like that? And then comes the first one with, well, so-and-so said that the toilets weren't flushing that well when she first got. I said, ding, here we go. Well, and my daughter took a picture and sent it to me. Those walls were old anyway. I sat quiet. I ain't saying that. I let everybody go. Then they're going, we're definitely not going to get our security deposits back after this. And it'll teach them a lesson. And I should have known and blah, 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 blah. We're not doing this for senior prom next year. And finally, the man, he goes, don't worry. All of the damages were built into the price that we paid. Apparently, this happens every year. So the owners got smart and built it in. They knew how the fuck it was going to go down. So we already paid the inflated price. So I'll wait. And then they go, despite everything that happened, I'm down to do it all again next year. And they start planning locations. They're like, let's do it here. And this time, let's rent houses next door. And let's do this and that. So I wait until it dies down. And I go, I said, I don't know if I should be disappointed or relieved because Che missed it. He didn't arrive until late last night and wound up going straight to bed because he had football camp. And the mother whose son Che picked up, who also had camp, she joined right and was like, yup, thank Che for picking up my boy on the way down. They didn't get there until late. That's our way of saying, that's y'all. Not ours. You won't blame the one black kid. No, you won't. He was on the football field getting busy. Want to see? I bet I got this film. And it was raining. Ugh. All right, I'll show you. I'll start here. If you guys could see. So that's Shay with the red cleats on. Put that pressure on him, son. Then in the rain. I'm sitting in the rain. You see the raindrops coming down now? And I can't say shit. Because if he ain't complaining. But he still stopped him from getting it, right? And this is thick rain. And I think that was, oh no, there's one more. Because he don't stop. So that was my weekend. Out in the rain, I had my umbrella hat. You know, the one that sits on my head and it's an umbrella, until the wind gusted and flew that bitch and almost took my ponytail with. And I said, you really want to play with the kid? Because I'll pack this whole thing up and go sit in the car like I usually do. Outrageous. Thank God I had a second umbrella next to me. I'm the hoarder. I'm the hoarder with a ShopRite bag with fruit for everyone, with extra umbrellas, with hand hot pads to heat yourself, like extra hats. Like,
you're just prepared.
Nobody should be that prepared. At some point, life has a life. But so that was my Saturday, and then I came home and didn't know what to do because Giddy got me all them channels. So I just I watched what documentary was that I started watching? The one with the basketball team with Rasheed Wallace. What team did Rasheed Wallace play for? Portland. They call them the Jailblazers.
Yeah. Okay.
Did y'all see the documentary on them? Oh my God. It was so interesting, entertaining. I wanted to fight their fans for them. I watched that. Then I started watching the Jerry Jones documentary called The Team or something they brought Deion Sanders back. They brought Mike Irvin back. They told how he bought the team and how he was $50 million in debt. And then something happened with one of his oil rigs. They struck oil and he made $100 million. He took $50 million, got a check, and bought the team with that. I watched that. Then I watched, what else did I watch? There's something with Taraji Henson called Imperfect Something that I need to watch, that I've been told I need to watch. I'm going to watch that today. I stayed my ass in bed all day yesterday because I didn't even get to Friday. Friday, we went to Skylark. Oh my God. We got to strike up the music because I got to set the scene for this. Jonesy was there. Everybody from the chat that said they was going to be there, nobody was there. It's all right because Jonesy got to have VIP treatment because the people from Le Cool Champagne, which is the Kool and the Gang kids, they're the heirs to the Kool and the Gang throne, and they've come up with a champagne called Le Cool. And they are a sponsor of Jonesy in the Morning, as well as our founding partner of Pink Champs. They had bottles popping. Jonesy was able to sit there. It was Courtney's birthday. Hey, Courtney, hey. Her birthday is really not until the 30th, but we brought Kenny Bobian to perform. You guys know who Kenny Bobian is, right? You about to hear the song. Boy, do I have a story. First, I got to see how many people know Kenny Bobian. Let me get to Imperfect Women with Carrie is so good. All right, Marcus, thank you. Let me put my where is the thing for the, oh gosh, Kitty, I'm about to fuck it up. The thing for the comments to be shown. Okay, there we go. Right. To rent that huge bouncy house. So they were, so wait, I'm back in the scroll. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to answer everybody. What? Stop. Go into the thing. So back to the prom talk. Where were the adults? I don't know. And I think I'm a bad mom because I should have known. And I think they said that there was a couple that was going to be right next door. I don't know. But if you next door, you're not inside when the potential shenanigans are happening, right? And Jay was like, that's why I didn't want to be. Shut up. Because you be shenaniganing too. And they're teenagers. They're supposed to be shenaniganing. I'm trying to wrap my head around it because I'm overly lenient because my mom was so locked down with me. So I'm overly lenient. Love is confidence. You can see it in his plague. I don't know. I think that's a typo, I think. Thank you, Georgiana. Yeah, the guy that I paid to, what just happened? The guy that I paid to record, he said his equipment would get destroyed in the rain. So, Georgiana, I did everything. I did the warm up, the drills, him stretching, everything. I was not going, I will not be. Nope. I'm very corrective. I'm very corrective, connective tissue. When I make a mistake, and this is one thing that I notice about me in the workplace. You know, people always, it's convenient for people to label you as difficult or whatever. But I think that my walk away from the block, or at least what they learned from me, is that whenever they had some criticism or critique, I would immediately put it into effect. And they always would take note of that. Like, you jump right in. You don't push back. So I hope that they spread the word. Because, you know, after I start exposing them, they're not going to like me so much. And I don't want them to lie and say I was difficult, because they know I'm very corrective, connective tissue, always, you know, trying to fix, always looking for ways to improve. So I say all that to say that I hope that's in the DNA with my sons. And I think that it is. Delana, football in the rain. All I kept saying is, girl, you only got 12 months left of this shit. You got one season and one summer of practice, and you'll be good. So Kenny Bobian, let me get to that. That's what I wanted to. That's where we were. Oh my goodness. Friday night at the Skylark. So let me find this. Great performance. Actually, before I do that, I think I have video of it. Did I send it to you, Giddy? Jodeci, was it a time? All right, here we go. Wait, let me connect this to the Bluetooth. So you can get the whole, I need you to get all the things. Oh, no, not that one. This one.
Bluetooth connected.
I hope to this one.
Bluetooth connected.
Okay. I had to do it, or I had to do the video, y'all. Wait.
For the house hands tonight. For the house hands tonight. Baby, I love you. Look in the house tonight.
So the story, when I went over to the booth for them to introduce me to him and me to introduce him to the crowd to start performing, he pulls me in and he goes, "Tarsha, you know Eddie died." I'm like, how does he know my name is Tarsha? And who the fuck is Eddie, right? But I'm trying not to break the mood, so I'm going along and I'm like, wait, what? He said, "Child, Eddie died." So now I'm saying to myself, Kenny, Eddie. And then I go, oh, Kenny? From Kenny and Eddie, my fellow background singers for Dougie Fresh? Like, what? This is you? He said, "Child, you ain't know." He said, "Eddie died, child." And he ain't tell nobody. He went into the whole thing. And I'm still catching up with the fact that this is my friend who, when I first got discovered by Dougie Fresh, and we went on the road to, he was with Busted Records with MC Hammer, and they flew us out to LA. There were two background singers that did his whole album. The album was called, what was the album called? Bustin' Out, I think. Bustin' Out, I think that was the name of the Dougie Fresh album. It was Dougie and it was right before the new Get Fresh Core. It was a new Get. Anyway, Kenny and Eddie sing that, obviously. The duo, they was getting all the background work for everybody, for Christopher Williams, for everybody that was doing stuff, we'll call that duo. So when I got there, I met them and we became the trio, right? Because I'm the new They were my friends. Like we used to talk so much shit about Doug not paying nobody on time, if at all. Child, we ate together, woke up together, watched TV together, traveled together, like, and I did not realize that was Kenny Bobian. I had no idea. So it was good. But when he said, "Tarsha, Eddie died," I'm like, who we fighting? I didn't know what. I didn't know. And then I was like, wait, he died? And then we went through the whole thing. This is right before showtime. So I'm like, I don't even mean to take you there, but you caught me off guard. He was like, "Yeah, girl, this happened, and you know what happened in this one, and Child, when I say I've been around and you are my friend, I've been around. I've been outside before most motherfuckers that claim, "Oh, we 90." No, nigga, I was outside. For real. I'm not even going to tell you who I connected with yesterday. I'm not even going to tell you. She is so big. But we connected, and I had to start with you probably don't remember me, but you was my first stylist. She was like, "Of course I remember." So she's coming on the show. She's going to do Pink Champs. She has a new book out. Her name is Michaela Angela Davis, and she has a book called Tenderheaded. And when I tell you, she is an icon of fashion, of the culture, of the transformation of fashion in the culture. And she's doing such huge things. She's regaled in that space, if you will. And I was just watching her, and I was like, wow. I remember when I was on Stepson Records, and I think she was new to the game. I was new to the game. She's very earthy, very organic. And then she's gone on to blow up and grow and be successful. And so I feel like God is circling me back to like people from my core days that I didn't even think counted for anything, right? We're all kids trying to find our way, trying to just eat, hoping that this dream can be ours, because there weren't many young Black kids making it in the industry back then. You had the Whitneys, you had the bitches in the evening gowns, right? And then you had the dudes with the shoulder pads singing R&B, but you didn't have kids our age making it. And we were in the trenches and we made it. We made a dream be real. And some of us were able to sustain our livelihoods off of a dream, nothing but a dream. So when I see Kenny Bobby now, and I'm like, well, after that, we sat down at the table. Jonesy will tell you. See, Jonesy, God worked it out for you. Traveling light came in handy that night. You got VIP next to me, Kenny, and all my people, and the Lake Cool Champagne, and the Cool and the Gang family was there. Yeah. Always be a thing. Jonesy always got a story. Giddy, I always got a story, but my stories be like unique stories.
Be nice if I was unmuted. It's definitely unique. It's definitely a time capsule.
It's a time capsule. It's a time capsule.
Yep.
And as soon as I left, or maybe not as soon as, but the next day, I text Doug to tell him.
Yeah, he probably was shocked.
I think so. And then he tried to FaceTime me last night. But I was watching the documentary, so I put it to...
You was occupied with the TV.
I hit it because you never know if it's an emergency. And when you don't talk to someone every day,
right?
You're like, is he calling about Kenny? And is he calling about Eddie? Did he not know that Eddie died? But I was like, I pulled it up, I waved, and then I hung up.
You hung up.
I called him back today.
He was like, what the?
I'll call you back. You took your time in calling me back about Kenny, nigga. Now I'll call you back.
Can I just bring up something? My Thursday event was great. And I want to big up, of course, my buddy, Big John, all the time coming through, helping me break down. But
I was going to do your applause for you, but go ahead.
Oh, you was going to do my applause? Oh, okay. But my event was with Beacon of Light. For those that you don't know, they're an organization that specializes in young women that get pregnant and gives them another choice besides abortion. It's a very good situation. I even spoke to them about coming on the show, so they're thinking about it. I think it'll be a good look.
Can I ever do your applause?
I'm so used to my hands are up here.
I know. I got you. I'm doing gongs. I'm doing all.
Yeah, that was my event, and it was great. It was great.
I'm glad
there's an organization out there like that.
Right. I'm glad that you were able to bring that information here, right? Because we didn't know that there were, I'm sure, but we got connection to one now. So definitely. And it's prom season, so we need to get them abortion conversations going.
Yeah, and I didn't know. Apparently, when women Google, when they get pregnant and they Google any information, the first thing that normally comes up is about this abortion pill. They have confirmed that, and that's crazy.
Why?
I don't know. I mean,
why is it crazy?
Because that's the first thing that that the world is going to give you a choice of, not.
But I thought they were so pro the babies. Have the babies. Oh, no. Have the babies. You can't have
somebody forgot to tell Google.
They They want the babies so they can rape them and assault them and eat them and do things that those cave people do. But congratulations on a successful event and you being, of course it was going to be successful with you at the helm, but congratulations on that. All right, so we got, who said 10 City? Oh, I love 10 City. Colonel Abrams, Sybil, New Jersey, house music, fire. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. Who's that? I need Miss Jones to do her Cadillac Chronicles. I'm slated to do my Cadillac Chronicles May 18th, but thank you, Kia Jeffries, for hooking that up. But I have to reschedule because I am taking an impromptu trip out to Arizona. Jalen doesn't know, but I'm pulling up on it, nigga.
Just told him by talking about it now.
He's sleep. That's why he's sleep. He ain't paying me no mind. He is not gonna go back through the live. Pull up on it. Yes. So Philly Chica, yeah. So I was slated for May 18th. May 17th, I was going to do Acanelli's strip club brunch on Sundays. I don't think they're stripping on the Sunday, but it's Ace of Diamonds, I think, is the name of his strip club. It's big. He has like a whole chain.
But they don't strip on Sundays.
No, we're not doing the stripping on Sundays. They don't. It's just a brunch. It's an after church brunch. Shut up, Giddy. And so because him and Kia did me a solid by popping out when we did 90s Girls in Atlanta, I told him I would do his brunch, but it didn't happen that week. So I was trying to do it around Cadillac Chronicles. So I was going, but he has not responded. So I'm like, if I'm not going to do Cadillac Chronicles, if I'm not going to do the brunch, I'm not going to do Cadillac Chronicles because I want to do them both together. So I'll probably do it. I think we changed the date to something in June or July. But thank you, Phil Chica. Cadillac Chronicles definitely. Yes, Monifa did it. Did y'all see Monifa do it? I'm back in the stroll. Thank you, Big John. Thank you for helping out Giddy and y'all always being in support of each other. Giddy, thank you for bringing John to my awareness and over here. Grayson, what you got cooking over there? R&B bingo was great. Like I said, everybody wound up walking away with a prize. We didn't have a long time before people won. It was, we going correct. We are corrective, connective tissue over here. King of Diamonds. That's what it is. King of Diamonds. How you strip club? We find out. We find out, Eric. How you titties in your mouth? Titties in your mouth. Yup. Put it in your mouth, Kia Jeffries. Yup. King of Diamonds. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do Cadillac Chronicles while I'm out there. Knock them both out. Now, speaking of knocking both out, we have an amazing 90s Girl concert, and we are going to Punta Cana. Yep. Me, Allure, Coffee Brown, Gina Thompson, Monifa, and Renee from Janae are going to be performing in Punta Cana, and you can join us. September 3rd through the 7th. You don't have to stay all the days, but if you do, if you can, we'd love to have you there. We have information for you. We have a link that's going to guide you as to where we're staying. We're not staying at the Hard Rock Cafe. That I tell you. Ain't nobody paying that type of money. Lala, if you're in here, I don't know if you're in here, Lala. We got to do videos. Matter of fact, let me leave that in the group chat because I'll forget. Been around, been around, been around. Then around, then around, then around. Wait, why I can't find my you know what's happening? They're trying to switch messages. And so you can't. All right, hold on. Good morning, 90s girls, angels. Good morning, Jonesy's angels. Y'all be multitasking at y'all desk too. So, where are we? Oh, thank you, Trinero. I feel like my dad is pushing a lot of stuff through. Are the Gala people here? Or no? Is that what? Oh, that's Punta Cana. This is the Punta Cana link in the information. Bright Eyes. You're talking about Michaela? Oh, Nick, I hope you're feeling better. You know, I think with the weather going back and forth, it got sunny, and then the allergy stuff started happening, and then it got windy, so I think it started blowing the pollen all around. That might be why you got an allergy attack. Hi, Moon Girl. Yep, they screwed me over with the switching messages. You can't see everything unless you switch over, and the new messaging is totally different. Yep. And I still am holding on to the old messaging. Just trying to get all the Nikki Blue. I know y'all be multitasking too, child. That's the link for Punta Cana. Mother's Day is approaching. Actually, before that, this weekend, I don't know if you guys are aware or you do galas and events, but the Bergen County Lynx are throwing their annual Mother's Day brunch at, I think it's at the Venetian in Garfield, New Jersey. Do we have a flyer for that or the link for that? There we go. I am the mistress of ceremonies. I am very pleased to be honored by being their mistress. They do so much for the community and so much for the greater good of mankind, especially the Bergen chapter of the Lynx. The Lynx all over, but especially the Bergen chapter. So that's where I'll be this Saturday. I know Natalie's going to. Come on, Natalie. There she goes. See you Saturday at the Lynx event. Come on, Natalie. See, I know who in here is for what. I know who y'all are. I know I'm getting to know what y'all like. And then Sunday, I feel like Sunday something's happening. I'm forgetting and I'm on the hook for something. Like I took somebody's first half. But next weekend, actually Mother's Day weekend, I don't know about you guys. I like celebrating on my own, like without the kids and stuff. Saturday, I'm going to be out in Long Island with Yvette Michelle. I'll be hosting. She'll be performing at Backstage Woodmere. I think it's called Woodmere Lanes in Woodmere, New York. That's Long Island. Y'all know New Movement Entertainment with Will. It should always be packed. He did the white party last year when y'all saw me in the white. He did 90s Girls in Atlanta. So he's doing a pre-Mother's Day event Saturday. Here it is. Mom and Me. Can you play that video? Or no? Did I just get a poster? Did I just put a flyer?
It's no sound on the video. It's just a moving picture.
Okay. So that's this Saturday. If you got time, you in the area, or you want to stop by and see me, Yvette Michelle, and she's going to be performing. Then I'm going to take the mic and do a sing along with all the yous. And then the next day will be there's a spot down in Newark called Dutch's. Les Cool Champagne. Since I'm the ambassador, I'll be hosting their Mother's Day brunch. It's the first annual Mother's Day brunch. They've got like a violinist. It's very, very, very. So I don't know, Giddy, if we got the flyer for that. I know it's on my Instagram page, but that's at Dutch's from 2 to I think like 8. You don't have to be there for the whole duration, but if you want to pop out for Mother's Day and do that. And then unrelated, Jonesy gonna be in Brooklyn at the King's Theater. I have an interesting question. Of course you do, Philly Chica. Yes, Brick City. Yup. I'm both. Got to be. Shit, I can't wait. Keep waiting on checks from the institution. Should your partner buy you a Mother's Day gift and his mom, or just his mom? What do y'all think? Bye, Elaine. Thank you for showing up to Comedy in Harlem and helping out. That's a question. She wants to know about partners buying gifts. Does it matter how long you've been with the partner? Does anybody else owe like $5,000 or more on Easy Pass? Can I just fall out the chair? I thought it was just me, and I saw Tamika Mallory, y'all. Black Lives Matter, Tamika Mallory, doing a whole rant on her podcast about how you could see the tolls that you might have missed, so that you owe $7, 30 cents, whatever. And then in the other aisle on the paper, the other row, is 50. They try to charge $50 fees on a $2 charge. And they've been doing this for over 20 years. We didn't ask you to not put somebody in the fucking toll booth. That's not, look, no. Go ahead.
That says that I owe $2,000. And I'm like, now I know for a fact that damn Easy Pass is in my window, and I'm replenishing by the month. So I called them because, first of all, I look at it and I see there's 2 columns, $7, $11, $7, $9, this, whatever the amounts are. And then this column over here just says $50. Now at the bottom, this side that has the actual toll amounts comes to $377. This column over here with the $50, which is the fees, comes to $1,600. If you do not feel that is predatory, I don't know what is. That is unbelievable. I cannot fathom how a $377 bill, we might as well, the state of New York and the state of New Jersey and wherever else this is happening around the country, they are acting like
this is racketeering.
I thank you for that word. I'm going to add that now to the narrative for how I speak about this, because they are acting like they the crime boss. Listen to the TMI podcast on the.
That is outrageous. That's where a class action suit needs to come. And they need to offer, is it clemency? Wipe everything out, start from scratch, and make sure that there are booths with people in it. Nobody asked you. Sometimes it's your fault, and they don't even leave a room for measure of error. They don't even give you grace. Who asked you to take all the attendance out? Everybody don't have a credit card. Everybody don't want y'all having a credit card on file. Y'all can't even manage to keep the lanes, the highways properly. Something. I'm sure there's something that they're not doing right. That's funny. Y'all can't even do right what you're supposed to do right. And then you want to try and charge me for not doing right. Lead by example. We need one more person to be at 200. One more person. And then we're going to go to the Michael Barcliffe. No, that's going to take me all the way down a rabbit hole, and I'm going to be angry. Let's talk about when I think of Teresa Randall, I automatically think of Maya Campbell and her mental health issues. Maya Campbell that played with LL Cool J in the TV show, I think it was In the House. And then she started using drugs and like behavior that was very disturbing. Her mom is B.B. Moore Campbell, the author, but she's dead now. And people were taking advantage of her being mentally ill and videotaping her begging for money and being half naked out in the streets and doing things. They were not kind to her. So when I think of Teresa Randall's update, you guys remember Teresa Randall, the actress that played in, what were the movies she played in? Do you have the clip that I sent you, Giddy? People were posting video of Teresa Randall months ago, and someone said, please stop doing that. You can't tell that she's obviously having a mental episode. I didn't know that, but what I do know that is Father MC's wife. So everyone gets arrested because cops don't know how to, and they may not, that may not be their wheelhouse. But you just can't throw people in jail and they're having a medical episode.
The clip you sent me doesn't have audio.
Yeah, I know, but they can read. Okay. I can read. And they'll take this and they'll Google and they'll find out what it was. But I saw a video of her cursing out somebody. And they were just like, we were shocked because first of all, I never even hear her talk. And then somebody said, clearly she's having a medical episode. But I just wanted to know where Father MC is with all of this. That's all I wanted to know. Because there's enough shit going on. So, Teresa, if you're watching, sis, hang in there. And it's okay. It's going to talk to somebody. Did you guys see the video of the woman that she stopped the car, dropped her autistic baby on the ground, got back in the car, and tried to drive off until some black spectators that happened to be watching and videotaping was like, what? You just going to leave the baby there? You didn't. The baby starts crying. Even though the baby's autistic, the baby knew something was wrong. Or maybe she just dropped the baby too hard. And she was like, I don't care. I'm going. I'm leaving. So, of course, people in the comments, we always judging and talking shit because that's what we do, me included. But they started saying, how you videotaping and putting the baby back in the car with her and making her take the baby? Because that's what they did. Somebody took the baby, put the baby back in the car. They say you're supposed to call the cops because now she might do more harm, permanent damage to the baby. I actually did not put this under the that's what white people do category. You know, I'm quick to say that. That's what your people do. That's what they do. I put this under she's had enough. She's at her limit. And no one understands but somebody else that has autistic child and that has been there. And the fact that there was no father there leads me to believe that the father left her with the autistic baby. And if you don't have the tools, if you don't have the mental strength or village, a child without autism takes you down. So I can only imagine. So they were saying the people that videotape should be ashamed of themselves for not calling the cops or not calling a child protective services agency and for videotaping. But not for the videotaping. We would not even know that it happened. So I don't know. I'm torn. But look. We're at 201. That's my happy place. Nobody leave. Get the doors, Giddy. You're mine at least until 10. Where's our guest? Oh, good. There's our guest. I told you guys that I'm doing this gala out in Monmouth County. It is the red, black, and green gala in honor of Juneteenth, and it's going down June 29th out in Monmouth County. And I'm proud because that's where I spent the last, 15, 16, 17, 18 years of my life. And so one of the organizers of the foundation that is putting this whole thing together is on the line with us right now. So I'm going at Mr. Gade. Can you do it for me, Giddy? Because I can't.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you, Miss Jones? First, I would like to say thank you, and we appreciate you for accepting to join us for this momentous occasion. We're looking very much forward to it. Yeah, my name is Gade Hornsby.
Gade, I did say it right. Thank you for putting it together. That's where I want to start because I lived out there in Manalapan for about 18 years, maybe more now, because I was in Millstone and then I moved to Manalapan, for about 20 something years. And I was telling everybody here earlier, you never see the Black folks out there until it's Christmas time.
Correct.
That's how few of us it is, and even less of the ones that are of a certain thing. We're all in the same Jack and Jill chapter together, so we know who each other are. And the others, we have kids that play sports together or do STEM together, so you know who they are. Where have you guys been?
So we are a newly founded organization, Monmouth County Diversity Alliance. We've been in existence for 5 years. I raised my children up here in Manalapan. I've been in Manalapan for over 20 plus years. I'm originally from Neptune. And being out here, what I realized is exactly what you said. The representation for us out here is so limited. And that was one of the focal points of us beginning to narrate this organization to bring some awareness to the Western County area, as well as Ocean County as well, because we seem like we're not existent here, but we are very existing. As a matter of fact, we are very integral in everything that happens here, but we just don't have the representation for that. And my Diversity Alliance, I apologize for cutting you off. Diversity Alliance is wanting to build that bridge so that folks can get a chance to walk across and see what's going on over this side.
Thank you for stepping up and doing that. It means a lot that you actually come from, not necessarily Manalapan, but you come from that area of Jersey. That we're not necessarily South Jersey, we're not necessarily Central, but that Ocean and Monmouth County area, because I feel like people move there. If you're not born and raised there, you often don't know about it. And people go there for a reset, or sometimes after a divorce, or when you're just trying to get yourself together and get back on track. Have you found that to be true?
I find that especially out here in Manalapan, Millstone, Marlboro, in these areas like such, it's so relaxed and laid back that most folks are to themselves in a sense. So there are tons of folks out here that are minority that look like us, tons. The only problem is that everyone stays to themselves. So, and if you are doing something with organizations, it's so cliquish, like I'm doing this over here, you're doing that over there. And when you look at it, we're all doing the same things. Why not walk across these bridges and work in unison with one another? And that's what I see. I'm actually a barber by trade. So when I get a chance, I know folks from every demographic of everything, from law enforcement to clergy to educators, from all backgrounds. And a lot of individuals are doing things, or they're looking to do things. It's just that no one's willing to work together. Right. So we have been blessed enough to get folks to start to join and build these bridges, which is pretty amazing. And I'm super excited to keep moving forward with this opportunity.
Do you know, this is just me personally wanting to know, do you know Cheryl and Donald Allen?
Do I know them? I know them extremely well. Yes, I do.
So those are, and Marco, those are like they adopted me when I came out to that area. Like me and Cheryl talk every day. She's my hairdresser when I was down there. And Marco is like my kid's godfather. Like he just helped us move. We moved, I don't want to say where, but we moved near the Red Bank area because my kid goes to RBC now. And so, all right. So you came from Neptune and you obviously, is that Tanya with you?
This is Tanya. Come on in.
Hi, Tanya. Thank you for thinking of me and inviting me to be a part of this gala. Girl, we about to gala.
But she threw me in front of the mic.
Yes. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, beautiful. How are you? What have been, you had to have like maybe a game plan, not maybe, you had to have a game plan of some changes that you wanted to see. Have you been able to accomplish any or all, or how much of, and what were those?
So we have a few things working towards.
Tanya bounced again.
And my biggest thing for me is education. Education, because when folks don't know, they just don't know. So to bring the community together to educate all is important to me. And especially when it comes to mental health. We have I don't know if it's an epidemic or just a cultural change, but mental health it hits me to the heart relative because I've lost a lot of customers to suicide, and it didn't have any demographic to it. It didn't matter if they were white, black, young, old. It was across the border. So it touches my heart in that space, in such a way where we were able to partner. Mama University Alliance was able to partner with Monmouth County Behavioral Organization, and we created comic books relative to mental health and other types of stigmas to start to get these young people, as well as Mental Health Association of Monmouth County. They're very powerful. MHA, super, number one. And together we collaborated and we built out these comic books, but they are so important because they touch on so many things that young folks go through, and that necessarily won't speak out loud, but will still resonate with them. So we're pushing that narrative right now to get that these comic books, and we'll go into that. That's a whole nother chapter, but that's what we're working on specifically right now outside of our Juneteenth stuff.
Something that's been troubling to me as of late, I don't know that it was this way, but I know it's this way now. There's a lot of young black on black crime happening. There more than it was while I was raising my boys down there. Is that one of your initiatives?
The thing is that I believe it's always been, and it goes back to the point that I made earlier, is education. When one is not educated on who they are and love themselves as a great people, we are kings and queens. We are chosen people. And when we don't know this, we tend to act foolish. So educating ones, especially our young brothers and sisters in these supposedly ghettos, we need to start to educate and realize that, listen, we are family. You're talking about black on black crime. How about cousin on cousin? How about sibling on sibling crime, where they're actually taking one another's lives? That is super, super sad to me. So we don't necessarily focus directly in that space, but the mental health piece of it is part of getting to the root of why folks are acting out in such a way. So I believe, I'll go back again to educating, and that mental health piece is all very important in narrating to get to some resolution. And is it
always? But do you think it's always the mental health? Or do you think a lot of people are using that as a cop-out now? Like it's easier to dismiss bad behavior by saying, oh, they were going through things. Oh, they were messed up. Oh, some of it is just you're a bad person. And I need to know that there's going to be some money from the county. A lot of times, I don't feel like Monmouth and Ocean County, they treat Black people like equals. I feel like, especially in the judicial system, when you come in there, you can be going through a divorce and they treat you like you're a baby mom and a baby daddy. They don't treat you the same way they treat the white folks and the Italian folks.
Can I give you a quick story?
Mm-hmm.
A quick story. So I went to I was doing some painting, and I went to my local guy here in Manalapan, and he said, "Man, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been?" And I told him, I've just been doing my thing. He said, "I thought you were locked up." The first thing he says to me, "I thought you were locked up. Not I thought you had moved. Not I thought you might have had issues, but I thought you were locked up." So the narrative is that we are bad people, no matter what demographic, no matter where you live, no matter how much status you have with you. I said, as a matter of fact, no, sir, I wasn't locked up. I've been doing a lot of community service and community engagement. So as you think of me, don't think of me as someone who's troubled. Think of me as someone who helps the troubled.
Okay.
So, these are the things. And then you make a very valid point. Mental health has always been a thing. It's always been a thing. In the Black community, we've never talked about it. It's just a kid's being bad, or this one, or beat them until they get right.
Or don't tell family business. What happens in this house stays in this house. And
those things are troubling. We're all victims of some of that piece, no matter what it is. And it absolutely is mental health. And they title stuff and they put things in spaces where there's monetary if you get this part of it done, or monetary if you get that part of that done. My thing is, let's deal with the facts. The facts are that we're missing our fathers in these households. We're missing the men in the community who are supposed to be the backbone, along with the woman in the community, to make these things happen. So yes, it's going to be bad behavior. Yes, it's going to be things that are troubling, and mental health is definitely a part of it. And along with today's society, with social media and things as such, it just puts everything on Front Street, and people gravitate to what they want to gravitate to. So there are. I think you can put a cluster of things on that topic, and there's no one actual resolution. But I believe in education. And when I say education, people say, "Oh, I don't want to sit in the classroom." It has nothing to do with sitting in the classroom. It has something to do with these two things on the side of what you call ears. If people are willing to listen more, and even those who are hearing impaired still have a voice and things to relate. So if people were willing to listen, especially to the youth a little bit more, I believe that you get to a place where you can understand the dynamic of why these young men, as well as women, because the young ladies are starting to become just as bad as the young men when it comes to actual violence.
Get closer to your microphone. You're going in and out. Or talk louder. Yeah. And I honestly, I agree with what you're saying. And I think that young and old, we all need someone to lead, because everything is out of control right now. The only upside is that Black folks have been dealing with this for forever, so we've always found a way around it. It's the white folks getting the reality checks that your whiteness does not equate with their wealth. And so they look at you like us. You just are too entitled to see that. And so they're the ones melting down. They're the ones breaking down. I'm going to shift so we can talk about the gala before I go down a rabbit hole. But I got to have you back on the show, because I feel like you and I.
I'm back. There's so many things that topics that need to be touched upon. And, we just don't have, like I said, the bandwidth or the platforms to address these things where they need to be addressed at. And you're a very, very influential person, and we appreciate that's my wife. She reached out. She says, "Miss Jones, we perfect." And I thought about it, and I was like, "Wow, yes, you're absolutely right." And we super appreciate you for even taking consideration to being a part of what we're doing.
Thank you so much for thinking of me and considering me, because I, coming from that area, I know how hard it had to have been to first of all get approval for it, get resources for it, and do marketing and stuff. Because I know they left y'all out on the island. Like, okay, go ahead. If you think you and your people can get a gala going, go ahead. We'll see. I know how it is. I used to have the key to the community center out there, the actual key, but the channels I had to go through to even rent the space or use the space, it was free space. They're sending me from this rec center to that rec center.
They're on 33, the rec center.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that closed after COVID.
Yes.
I don't know if it opened back up, because then we moved up to Bergen. We're in Bergen now.
Okay.
But
wow.
let me put the flyer up for the gala, because this is definitely open to people outside of.
Yes, we welcome all to come. We do what it is that we do it's not a traditional sit down it's not a stuffy environment. It's very relaxing. We use an inside and outside space. And the place actually is phenomenal. It's very beautiful. And it gives people space. You don't have to sit up under folks. You don't have to be stuck at a table. The live music we have is off the chain. It's lovely. You'll see.
Cheryl just said, I had to text her, I'm sorry. She said they're honoring my cousin Kevin. I'll talk to you later. But she said I did decor for their gala in the past. She just decorated my Jack and Jill chapter's gala up here in Bergen. And she's my set designer for my podcast, Pink Champs. But yes. She said, tell them that you are my sister.
But we crossed that. But so we not only know them, we work with both Cheryl and Donald, as well as Marco. Yes.
Small world. I'm glad that our energy aligned and I'm able to be a part of this. People, please join us for this. This is Juneteenth, but it's not actually on Juneteenth. We're having it on June 29th.
It's June 28th.
June 28th. And where can they get tickets? I'm going to put the flyer back up.
So they can go to our website, MC Diversity Alliance mcdiversityalliance.com, or they can go on Eventbrite as well and get them off of Eventbrite. Super, and I'm not just saying this because I'm part of it, but I've been to a lot of events, and I've never been to an event where it's so relaxed, as well as so informative and so appreciated by those who are being honored. You know, we honor those who normally won't be honored. For example, cousin Kevin, he is one of the individuals who probably is in the shadow somewhere. But we've seen the work that he's doing, and it's to be celebrated. You have a lot of folks who get recognized every other month. They're being recognized for something. How about the person that's pushing, that's charging them in the background, that's doing all of the work for them? What about their recognition? You know, we sometimes us who are selfless, who I am, I've never wanted to be recognized. But I realized one thing about it. If you're always in the shadow, then no one can see you.
Right.
So they need to see the work that you do. So
right.
Help can come, and we can join hands and build a circle and complete a whole community. So
thank you for taking this on, because I know I personally know the battles of being seen out in Monmouth and Ocean counties. And once you're seen, I know the battles of staying clean. So thank you. And Tanya, thank you so much.
Come out and support. You know, this is our 5th year, and going forward, we usually do it every year. It's a large challenge for us, because we do our Juneteenth festival on this year, June 7th. And we used to do it like this. We'd do the Juneteenth festival on Saturday, and then the following day we would do the gala, which was crazy.
That's a lot.
You're talking about a lot. It was over the top. So what we did is we decided to push it back a couple of weeks, as well as you know, we're looking to now not only do it every year, we're going to do it every other year and start a whole scholarship fund part of it. So that's going to add on to our next addition to the gala.
Wonderful. I love how you're doing all of this for the people of the community, the people of Monmouth and Ocean. I told you they often get forgotten. We're not necessarily South Jersey, but we're not also, they don't consider us Central Jersey. We're just there. So thank you for knowing, and thank you for taking your, I guess, your experiences from living down there and actually leveling it up, and the people out there, giving them something to look forward to.
Juneteenth Festival, please come out, folks, and support us and join us in a festive day of celebration. We're going to have some really things happen at the festival because, again, I go back to education. We need to educate folks on exactly what it is, the day of celebration called Juneteenth. We need to educate folks on that. When they come out there, they'll have not just information that is being shared, but they'll have an actual performance.
So my people, obviously you've heard of Kool and the Gang.
Yes.
So the younger generation, the kids, they're our age, and they have Les Cool champagne.
Yes.
So they wanted to know why they weren't included or involved. And I'm like, we can have those conversations. I think they want to be your official toast sponsor for you. But I didn't even know if you guys did a Juneteenth toast during the event. So if not, let's do one and get them to bring some bottles.
I can't. I'm gonna delve into that real quick. I can't forget we had my boy DJ Choir at the festival. He's gonna be DJing the festival. So he's the top tier guy from BLS, and he's gonna be joining us at the festival.
Will Skills be involved at all?
We have not spoke with Skills.
Skills is like the DJ from down there, always sought after. He's so dope.
My guy, Skills is he's we go back over 30 years. It's a small circle. So what we're trying to do is, unfortunately, if folks don't know from a broad base, then they won't come out. So we need to get someone who's going to draw the people to come out. And that's how you begin to educate people, is by drawing them in, entertaining them first, and then you draw them in, and then you educate them. But with the champagne, we just have to check with the venue and make sure that we were able to do such. So we didn't forget my brother from Kool and the Gang family. We just have to ask the venue people.
Okay. All right. I will definitely put you guys in touch. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And everybody, please make sure you at least try to, if you can't make the gala, at least go to the festival. The festival is June 7th, I believe.
7, from 12 to 5.
And that's happening where?
Freehold, between Throckmorton and Court Street. So we have the whole block between Rita's it's right on Main Street, between Rita's Ice Cream and in front of the City Hall.
Nice. Oh, all them Black people. I love it. I can't wait. Thank you, Gade. And thank you, Tanya. I will see you guys either at the festival or at the gala or both.
Yes, appreciate you. Yes.
Appreciate you both. Have a blessed day, guys.